Hello and welcome to Rallying the Forge. I'm your host, Sol. Hello and welcome to another episode of Rallying the Forge. I'm Solimer, and today I am going to be streaming, recording two accounts playing against each other in the client. I'll be controlling both. I'll be trying to swap screens and kind of play around with this to capture my son's account that I'll be controlling and my account. And I will also try to talk through any decisions I make as I play, similar to what I did with TTS, but this will be actually in the client now, and hopefully it goes pretty quick. You'll see how much easier it is to do it through the client, but the only way to do that is with two accounts, two Discords, two of everything, basically. It'd be nice to be able to just do it in the game where I can do my decks against themselves and I just control both sides, or this fashion as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I do apologize in advance if the volume, because I'm back and forth, if I'm not getting picked up very well, I'll work on that. That's one thing I struggle with, is making sure the volume is adequate in all these videos, but I also don't want it to be blowing your eardrums as we go. So let's see who goes first, and my account's going to go first. So I am playing hold this up. This is what I can call controlled aggro, Necrium Tempest. This is the fourth version of the deck. So spells, you can see scrolling through quickly because I am now on the timer. You can see a lot of control type mechanics, damage dealing, and then we have some big bodies. The Necromancer's awesome. I love Dr. Frankenbaum. And then you can see for the Tempest half, you got a Teacher and Master together. Commander, we do have a Shard back with the Commander. We have an Ice Crusher, which is nice, aggressive. We have the Charger Mammoth, aggressive, and Windy Stonefist, and we are using the Sunder Forgeborn. So my opening hand, not thrilled to have both of these in my opening hand when I go first. If I was second, I'd be much happier with that. I do want to level up the Stout Skeleton. However, I think I should be more aggressive, and because the deck I'm playing is a double Shamble life gain, so I should want to get damage in early and often against this deck. So we'll pass over. And, well, you didn't see my hand because I didn't have it switched to the right thing, so already a blunder on my behalf. I apologize. So now we've got my son's account, and he could Spirit Leash it. He could Botanimate it. He does want to level that up. The Shift into Chaosaur is nice once you get it played the first time. So you also have Glowhive Siren. It's a really intriguing hand. I think I want to go the Shifting Decayosaur because that's an important card to give us a big level 2 body for later on down the road. Whether we use it at cycle 2 or cycle 3 or later, it'll be there for us. And it's not going to take any damage this time because it's going against a stealth creature, which is okay because it's going to handle us for the next 2 turns because it's not going to die in 1 unless it gets pumped. And so now it's over to me. And with that thought, I do want to level up Dreadbolt. At the same time, though, it's such a waste on a 3/7. It's not a threat to me. They are gonna eat the damage this turn. I'm gonna level it up anyway because I need to level it up, but not thrilled that was the use I had for it. So we'll swap back, and that's gonna be the hardest part for me. is swapping the screens. I need to have a little quick key maybe made for it, just to switch over the views as we go. So they're not playing, they don't have any real true huge threats in the deck. Their big threats are gonna be that skeleton. Dr. Frankenbaum and the Necromancer, and obviously the Furious Shardback. Those are probably the 4 big cards I have to deal with. If I can prevent those from happening, I should be in decent shape. I think the rest of the deck, the Teacher can be tricky if I can go off with that, if the Master's out there, Teacher, and I'm getting the Warbringer Ritual going here, the level 2 and 3. Like, I can really set off and do a lot of damage that way, but it takes a very specific layout. They do have the 2 aggressive creatures, so that is something to think about. I just don't know if I should Botanimate. I think I will Botanimate just to level it up. I really wanted to play the Glowhive, but I think this is the better play. So we do the combat there, and now we're on. Now I've got my Krogaius, and with this deck, I do have Army Commander at level 3, cycle 3 there, so I don't have to play it, although sometimes it's not bad to. They also have Dreadbolt in this deck, so they could level that up, but they don't really want to use that on a 2/2. Shambling Geist is nice to get going, so maybe we play that across from the Wisp, so they don't have something, unless they're going to replace something to kill it offhand. So we switch over, and my hand, I like it, but I don't. So this is definitely going to be my second play, the Necromancer. I don't want to play that first, so I will go with the Warbringer Ritual and just drop it somewhere. And switch over. Again, nothing good for the Dreadbolt, so I did level up Botanimate. They have limited threats in the deck. It's more about them pushing consistent damage through as you get to those points where you have the big creatures. This deck here has plenty of life gain. That's what I should be looking at. So I think I'm just going to drop Krogaius and get it leveled up, because the level 2 does give 7 health. And then you'll see I'm going to drop... I can block the Krogaius with the Necromancer. I'll use the Necromancer to level up a card. I'm going to level up that Stout Skeleton. We'll go to combat now. Get a Shamble trigger. And now... So I like Varric's Embrace. Dr. Frankenbaum, I'd prefer if he only had 4 attack. That'd be perfect, because I want him to live more than once. But he's a good card to level up. The level 2 is a 6/7 that can bring out a Zombie Brute, potentially. And of course the level 3, only a 9 attack. However, I can play that creature from the banish pile if I destroy it with him. So it's a really nice effect. I can steal stuff from them to help my deck get a big body out there, potentially. So I will go after his Shambler and get that off the board. I will upgrade a card now before I forget and before he potentially destroys him. Could do Burnout. Nom Nom. I think I'll do Nom Nom. I like getting that leveled up. That's a good card to have. I don't want it to be under-leveled later, where it doesn't have quite enough to destroy something. So that's the choice I'll make there. Swap back over. And going to tough choices here, honestly. Little Spring Dryad there. And then we'll switch back. Oh, what do I want to do here? Like I said, I need to get damage into them before they start gaining health. They're going to gain some health. So maybe I just jump in. Normally I'd want to play a spell. I don't really want to kill that because I want the minion. But I could just leave him out there as a... He's going to deal 4 attack, 4 damage. If I just destroy it now, I'll get health. Plus that gets pumped. So I think I'm going to do that. It's not my favorite play. I don't believe they have a Kindred in their deck. Yeah, no. So I don't have to worry about the Dryad going off like in some of his other decks. So do that, and then... Both of these are nice cards. This one's regenerating, which is probably better right now, and it can kill off the Frankenbomb. Gets health back, so if he doesn't deal with it, it's just to get back to full health, which can be nice. So there we have the Krogaius I was talking about before, which is nice, because then I can destroy it to give somebody +5/+5 potentially. I like the Shambling Geist because the level 2 is a 311. Great on the hit points, I feel like. I'm not too worried about the attack. I want it for the Shambling ability. But the fact that I can give it +5/+5 is really nice to me, in my opinion. So this is really a really good round here, I think, for this deck. And they have... Give them mobility and attack. Not a big deal in my eyes. So what can we do here? So I like Charger Mammoth, but not so much right now because I don't know that I want to pop the Frankenbomb on top of it. I could. That'll make it obviously a 10-11 aggressive breakthrough, so I can kill off either one of these and get a zombie brute minion. So maybe I go right there with it. Present the threat to him. And then we're going to use the Forgeborn ability, get rid of that, and buff him up. Now he's a huge threat, and he's got 16 health with the Shamble level 2 going on, which is pretty strong. So here I'll drop the Frankenbomb. It's going to do some work for me. I'm not going to pop the +2 right now. I don't feel it's advantageous enough. So here we go. Get the zombie brute minion that'll take care of the basher next turn. And now what can I do? I do get my Furious Shard back, which is nice. I definitely... Well, I can't say definitely, but... Normally I like to play it second, so they don't have as much time to decide how to deal with it. Of course, I do have the mobility, so if I don't pop it, I'll probably end up popping it anyway. But my thing is... It's only 2 damage. He'll be at 4, maybe 6 if I put him here. So 6, 8, and 6 is 14. I can kill the Geist. So they've passed the Dreadbolt up. I'd be shocked if they would use a Botanimate on this if they have it. Considering you got the 10-7 out here. Bigger threat, and your guy's going to kill the Shardback, even though the Shardback's going to hit other things. I'm going to risk it in this case. Let's see what we're going against, because I haven't looked yet. Okay. So, they do have the Botanimate. They have Om Nom Nom. They have a Glow Hive. They're going to go Glow Hive, and then I think what their plan is going to be is to Botanimate the Frankenbaum when it's their turn. So for me, utilize my Shardback a little bit here. Give myself some health back. So we do that. So I think that's the best move right now. You get the Shambles, which is good with the Glow Hive, of course. But all they have to do is block him. He's not breakthrough or anything. Oh man. I kind of want to get the Infernal Ritual leveled up, even though the Venerable Demon's really nice at the level 1 anyway right here. But it's as good as it's going to be, so I can just save it, I suppose. So I think I'll do the Shambler. I'm not sacking that. But what I'll do is plan to sack the Shambler to level up the Ritual, and then I'll have the level 2 and 3 versions to potentially use for win cons down the road here. So this hand I love. Warbringer Ritual leveled up. I get 2 spell sprites and a spell for free. I've got Om Nom Nom on the board. I can kill their Glow Hive. I like that as the starting point for my thing. I could also, can't do it super effectively, but I can get a proc off the Teacher if I play it first. When I play the Warbringer Ritual, playing a spell sprite next to him, it's 2 extra damage. Could come in handy, but I kind of want to play this 9/7, where I'll have it in potentially an open lane, and next turn they're not going to be able to block it unless they have an aggressive creature. So I'll be able to push some damage because their health is already at 66. It's starting to creep too high for me. Whereas I play this first, this puts them on their back foot, and if they had anything to pump him health-wise, which they do have a couple cards, Druid's Chant, I think they have the Mystical Tangle Sprout in the deck. Tangle Sprout's gone, but I don't see Druid's Chant. Is it? To make sure they have it. Yeah, they do have a Druid's Chant potentially, and Ferocious Roar. So I don't want it to get too big where I can't kill it, and then it is a problem for me. We'll start with that, and then... So we'll do that. So we're just going to try and remove some threats because their board's getting wide, and I don't want them just to have that too big of an advantage on the board, even though I've got the health advantage. And I need to get rid of that 8/1 anyway. So I think that's a good move. And then, as I said, I wanted to play this Camouflage Colossus. We're good with the rest. I'm set up pretty well for next turn. So cycle 3, turn 1, we have Spell Swarm minion I can play, and they have Army Commander. So now I have to be worried about Krogaius. Not my favorite situation to be in. I do have the level 3 Warbringer Ritual, but no other spells, so I'm going to pass on that. My likely plays are Furious Shardback and the Steadfast Necromancer. Neither one right now is great to play. I think I would like to keep the Shardback protected, so this might draw out something big on their side. We'll see what happens here. That's my hope, is I can draw anything big out that they have. And of course, they've got Krogi. Son of a gun. This deck was doing so well until Krogaius came about. So they'll just block something. They're going to use this to gain some life. And then, so this match is going to be over pretty quick. I'm going to play the Shardback, pop it, deal some additional damage. No need to play that yet, and there's nothing to upgrade here because they're already level 3. So that's that. And now, the game changer. Do they... Yeah, they don't have to worry about the shark. So... Alright, so let's see what happens here. I do take them down to 50 health, finally, but they are in a pretty good situation. Now they've got the Cutthroat Shambler, which will die to whatever it blocks, but that's okay because you know what they could do? They could sack this to destroy that. It's a little bit extra. If they have the Botanimate too, if they need to, they can always Army Commander the level 3 back out, which would be an interesting choice. Maybe I do that to sack him, destroy him. We'll see what we do. And then... Oh, what do I do? What can I do here? If I had Frankenbaum the next turn, 13 would bring him down to 9. I can Spell Swarm to block this lane. He can block most of that. Oh, this sucks. I don't know if I can... I don't know what I can do here. I think that's what I go with. So now they can... Oh, do they want the level 3 Shambler, though? That's the thing. The level 3 Shambler would be really nice, honestly. I don't know if it'd really be that nice, because he doesn't have anything else on the board. Whereas he could Botanimate this. He could still pull the Shambler out next turn, by the way. If he doesn't play a spell, this Shambler lives anyhow. Botanimate, though, we get maximum damage through. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to live with that choice. I think that's the better move right now, is get that damage through, put him on a 1-turn time limit. I could do Varix, deal 8, kill off the Shambler. It doesn't really help me any. I do get to push a little damage, but he's going to be dealing way more than me. I could replace the Wisp with the Frankenbaum to reduce my damage intake and deal 9, bringing him down to 13 health. I don't know if I have anything else that big that can take that on, though. That sucks. That was... Ugh. This kills that as well, and also gives me a Zombie Brute. But still, that 28 damage puts me at 13 health. I can't block 17 of it. I don't think I have the skeleton leveled up. So I think I need to do this, unfortunately, to try to survive another turn. I think that's my best choice, to try to survive, have another turn in me, 2 turns potentially, get me to cycle 4. So I only have to block 7 of it now. I could do Charger Mammoth with something there. I mean, he's got the health. This is the 10, the 9. It's all enough to survive another turn, depending on Shambles, if he blocks and has stuff die. So okay, so I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this now. Could just bring in the Druid's Chant. What's that? 5/5? 5/5. 35. It's not enough to kill him. He just has a 5 health. I think this is the better card to bring in. And it's going to do the 5 damage to him. Now he's at 19. That's going to be game. That's game over. Because the best I can do now is that. And he's going to have enough breakthrough to crush me. So, there we have it. That is playing it through the client. It was still almost 30 minutes for the match, but I did talk through things and whatnot, and had to switch screens, so maybe a few minutes longer than it might have taken, but that's how I test internally on the client between the 2 accounts when they have decks on the different accounts. I use TTS for when they're the same account now. Wish we had the functionality in the client, so I can just do it all in the client. But yeah, so that was a fun match. Krogaius always sucks to play against, but it's great for that deck to win and move on. So yeah, good match there, and that'll be all for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. This has been an episode of Rallying the Forge. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.